Judge is down swinging. Elevated splitter, but he swings through it. And these WBC managing jobs are tough. You got guys who in a lot of cases have not managed. This is their first chance to do it. And it's got more hurdles to it than your average major league game. And that's not even to talk about the fact that every game is so dang important. Every game feels like a playoff game.
Well, no one knows the behind the scenes limitations and conversations. Because it's a big tournament, the average fan or the person sitting watching go, why isn't he doing this? Or why can't you do that? Or why isn't this guy pitching? It just doesn't work in a smooth way. And so you take what you have and do the best you can with it. And probably have to eat a lot of crow along the way because every single person is going to second guess everything.
So if you're a major league manager, you got to answer to 1 or 2 people. If you are a WBC manager, you got to answer to 30 different clubs who all rightfully want to protect their players. Schwarber takes a strike, 1-1.
This had to be a cross-up. It's like, what?
Wells looking out there.
Was setting up for a breaking ball, and he didn't get it.
Schwarber takes the ball, 2-1. Mark DeRosa's second World Baseball Classic as the manager. He said that he hadn't wanted something so bad in a long time. He wears it. Says it takes him back to the must-win games that he played in his 16 seasons in the major leagues. Some of those came with the manager on the other side. He was traded to the Cardinals, was DeRosa, in 2009 when Albert Pujols was in the middle of his 3rd MVP season. Those guys have remained close. Schwarber takes the walk. He's on with 1 out. In fact, one of the first calls DeRosa got after Team USA beat Canada the other night was from Albert Pujols. Here's Gunnar Henderson.
I got to experience that for a couple months over there and see Albert up close. What a man. I'd rather see him up close on the same team than try to pitch against him because that didn't go well.
He gets you. Just once, though.
Yeah, just one time he got me that wasn't a home run. 3 times he got me that was a home run.
The just once was the single. Okay. 1 on 1 out. Gunnar Henderson tied this game with a home run in the 4th. 2 batters later, Roman Anthony hit a home run of his own, and that's the scoring. Ernie Clements pinch running for Schwarber. Strike 1 from Dominguez. DeRosa said about a week into his time with the Cardinals, they were playing in Cincinnati. They were down 3 in the top of the 9th inning. And Tony La Russa had the closer up. And he's thinking, what are we doing? We're down 3. Albert Pujols comes up and hits a grand slam. They all knew it was coming. Grand slam, closer in, game over, Cardinals win.
He's one of the greatest hitters of all time.
He was 700 home runs.
People forget how unbelievable defense he was at first base. He covered Well, he covered half the field.
Yeah.
Like he took away more hits because he was so aggressive and athletic over there. And
the machine eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2028. It won't take any time once he is. 2-2 on Gunnar Henderson. For the Dominican Republic in the bottom of the 8th inning, Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Manny Machado. Really doesn't matter where in the lineup they're coming up. It's going to make you say, uh-oh. Can the U.S. get some insurance? Breathe a little bit easier. Here's a 2-2. Henderson hits it on the ground to second. Marte to second, 1. Perdomo to first. A double play. The Dominican bullpen continues to shine. Can those big-time bats that have been unstoppable coming in get things going? Just the Caminero home run. Running out of chances. Down to their last 6 outs. Winner to the championship game.
Like a relentless.
Tonight's rewarding performance is sponsored by Capital One. Team USA's pitching staff, which had given up more home runs than any staff in the World Baseball Classic coming in, has given up just 1 run tonight to this dominant Dominican lineup. Started with Paul Skeens. Bullpen has carried it from there. Here to the 8th inning with 3, 4, and 5 are coming up against Garrett Whitlock.
Well, Whitlock is nasty. A lot of guys are nasty in this game, but they have to be really, really good against these next three hitters. And so far, so good for Team USA in facing Guerrero with not a lot of traffic on the bases.
And Mark DeRosa managing it more traditionally here. Instead of firing Mason Miller, who is his closer, who is his top reliever here at the part of the order, and Soto, Guerrero, Machado, he goes with Whitlock and has Miller for the 9th inning. So here we go in a 2-1 game. First pitch to Soto is in the dirt for ball one. Couple defensive changes. Pete Crow Armstrong has moved over to left field. Byron Buxton is in center, so you can put Buxton in the 7th spot in the order. He'll be due up second in the 9th. That's for Roman Anthony. Soto fouls it off, and it's 1-1. Whitlock, as dominant as any reliever in the American League as last season went on. Clear of an injury that had to miss almost a full season the year before. Pops the mitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got that hitch. Hides the ball pretty good, but he's funky.
Here he comes with a 1-2. And he strikes out Soto. Drops the slider to the knees for the first out of the 8th.
This breaking ball is below the zone, and Soto was letting him know that.
Now Vlad Jr. Will Smith does his best to frame that one for the home plate umpire Corey Blazer. Rings up Soto. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guerrero's 1 for 3. And the Blue Jays want it up. Guy Dominican wants up, but he waves and misses, and it's 1-2. Whitlock has that slider dialed.
I'm just telling you, like, one guy's going to come in after him, throw 100, 102. He doesn't need to throw 102. He's got so many different weapons to get you out. That sinker, slider, changeup, breaking ball, curveball, sinker at 95.
He's had Guerrero's number. Vlad is 1 for 8. 4 strikeouts against Garrett Whitlock. Tying run at the plate, 1 gone, 8th inning. 2-2 pitch. Checks his swing, and he goes full. Didn't need to check down to first. He shouted to let us know. No, he says. Payoff. First WBC for Vlad. Something his dad never got to do. Hall of Famer Vladimir Guerrero said he regretted that. Encouraged Vlad Jr. to do it. Grounds this one back to Whitlock. Over to first, 2 out.
Beautiful thing about Whitlock is he's not like your traditional relievers that throw hard and falls all over the place. He falls in a good, his mechanics give him a defensive ability to field the ball up the middle. It's like an extra infielder that doesn't exist that much in our game with the mechanics of trying to throw the ball so hard.
Up to Manny Machado. How about Garrett Whitlock, this U.S. pitching staff tonight? Machado's 1 for 3. Single in the 4th. U.S. staff has taken the air out of this building. As loud as any place you're ever going to find that Caminero home run. Really throughout this tournament for the Dominican Republic, but a hush has fallen over. There's tension and now a hush. The 1-0 pitch. Not close. Ball and a strike. Well, plenty of tension. Strike two. Gets two chases from Machado, who has never faced Whitlock. That's a rarity in this matchup because all these guys, longtime big leaguers. The 1-2 pitch.
Ford, one more. You can try to chase it, get him to chase one more time on that same, but have it on the outer third part of the plate. Make it look like a strike longer than that last one.
Got him! Garrett Whitlock mows down the heart of the order. Has them crossing their arms saying, what is going on? After 8, 2-1.